Hello, in this video I'm going to show you all 21 PLL algorithms. PLL is the last step of the CFOP method and it swaps these pieces around after you solved your first two layers and made the top side all the same color. And then your cube is solved. First we are going to solve every case where every corner is already solved. So there are 4 cases and 2 of them have one edge already solved. So this is the first one where this edge goes on the opposite side. In this case we are going to solve with this algorithm. M2 prime, U, M, U2 prime, M prime, U, M2 prime. So, and now the cube is solved. Now we have the second case where one edge is already solved. So we hold the edge again in the back. And this time this edge does not go on the other side. But the edge on the left side needs to go on the right side. We are going to do this algorithm. M2 prime, U prime, M, U2 prime, M prime, U prime, M2 prime. And now the cube is solved. We have the cases where every of the 4 edges is unsolved. And in this case, these 2 edges need to swap and these 2 edges need to swap. So, and now we can hold the cube like we want. We only need to put the yellow side on top. And now we do this algorithm. M2 prime, U, M2 prime, U2, M2 prime, U, M2 prime. Yeah, and that's it. Now we have the last algorithm where every corner is solved. So this time these 2 edges need to swap and these 2 edges need to swap. So you hold the cube like this, so the 2 edges who need to swap are on the front and right side. And now we do this algorithm. M prime, U prime, M2 prime, U prime, M2 prime, U prime, M prime, U2 prime, M2 prime, U. And that's it. So now we have 3 cases where every edge is solved. So and now we are going to hold the cube. So we have the block on the left and front side, and for this case we don't have headlights here, so these 2 are not the same color. We are first going to rotate to the bottom side, so white is front, and then we are going to do this algorithm. R prime, U, R prime, D2, R, U prime, R prime, D2, R2. And now the cube is solved. Now we have this case where we again are going to hold the block on the left and front side, but this time we have headlights over here. So these 2 are the same color. Now we are going to rotate to the bottom again, and this time we are going to do this algorithm. R2, D2, R, U, R prime, D2, R, U prime, R. And now the cube is solved. Now we have the last case where every edge is already solved, but this time we don't have any block. So we are going to hold the cube like this, so these 2 pieces are a different color than this piece. So this would be false because these 2 pieces have the same color. So we hold the cube like this, and then we are first going to rotate. So yellow is front, and then we do this algorithm. R, U prime, R prime, D, R, U, R prime, D prime. And now we are going to make the same thing again. R, U, R prime, D, R, U prime, R prime, D prime. So now the cube is solved. The next case is this, where these two edges need to be swapped and these two corners need to be swapped. So you hold the cube like this, so these two blocks of two pieces are on the left side, and then we are going to do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. And now the cube is solved. So now for the next case, we need to swap these two edges and these two corners. And we have a block of 3 matching pieces. And now we are going to hold the block on the left side and we are going to do this algorithm. R prime, U prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U, R. And now the cube is solved. And now we have this case where we have a solved block, what we are going to hold in the back left. We need to swap these two pieces and these two pieces. So now we are going to do this algorithm. R, U prime, R, U, R prime, D, R, D prime, R, and then we are going to do a U prime and a D at the same time, like this. And then R2 prime, U, R2, D prime, R2. So the next case is this, where we need to swap these two corners and these two edges. And we are going to hold the cube like this, so this unsolved corner is in the front right. And then we are going to make this algorithm. F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. So now the next case, we have a huge block out of 4 pieces and we are going to hold this block on the right side, and now we are going to hold the cube like this and we are going to do this algorithm. L prime, U prime, L, F, L prime, U prime, L, U, L, F prime, L2, U, L, U. And now the cube is solved. Oh, now we have again a block of 4 matching pieces, and this time we are going to hold this block on the left side and we are going to do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime. And now the cube is solved. So now we have this case where we have headlights, and also on the left headlight is also matching with a other edge. So we have a tiny block at the left side. So now we are going to hold the headlights at the front, and we are going to do this algorithm. R prime, U2 prime, R, U2, R prime, F, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F prime, R2. So, and now we again have headlights, and this time the block is at the right side and not on the left side. And now we are going to hold the headlights at the left side, and we are going to do this algorithm. R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R, D, R prime, U prime, R, D prime, R prime, U2, R prime, U prime. So now we have 4 cases where we have headlights and a block of 2 pieces. And when we hold the headlights on the front, the block is on the right side. And for the algorithm, we need to hold the headlights on the left side. And now we are going to do this algorithm. R2, U, R prime, U, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R2 prime, and then U prime and D at the same time, R prime, U, R, D prime. And then the cube is solved. For the next case, when we hold the headlights at the front, we have the block at the back left. So, and we again hold the headlights at the left side, and now we are going to do this algorithm. R prime, U prime, R, U and D prime at the same time, R2, U, R prime, U, R, U prime, R, U, R2 prime, D. So, and now for this case, when we hold the headlights at the front, the block is at the left side. So, we again hold the headlights at the left for the case. And now we are going to do this algorithm. R2 prime, U prime, R, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R2, U and D prime at the same time, R, U prime, R prime, D. On this case we have headlights, and then we hold them at the front. The block is at the back right. So we again hold them at the left. And now we are going to do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U prime and D at the same time. R2, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, U, R prime, U, R2, D prime. And now the cube is solved. Now the last 2 PLL algorithms. So in this case we need to swap this block and this block. And we can hold the cube like ever we want. So now we are going to make the algorithm what goes like that. R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime, U prime, F, R, U, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R, U prime, R. And now the cube is solved. And now we are at the very last algorithm, where this block and this block need to be swapped around. We're going to hold the cube like ever we want, and we are going to do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U2, R, U prime, R prime. And now the cube is solved. So, that's it for all 21 PLL algorithms. I hope you enjoyed it, and bye bye.